Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pairfect, a show by Daily Tribune that features top personalities in various fields of endeavor. I am Dinah Ventura. Joining us today are two gentlemen who will talk about the profession of industrial engineering. How much do we really know about it? Why is this field important? And why do big names in business, including our guests today, say it is crucial for economic growth? So let's meet our guests. So first we have Engineer Jerry Aguinaldo Lim, the current president of the Philippine Institute of Industrial Engineers. Engineer Lim is also an awardee of the prestigious Gawad Dr. Pio Valenzuela Award under the leadership category in 2008. He's the newly elected president of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Valenzuela and has been a member of the board of directors of the Philippine Red Cross since 2010. Engineer Lim was the former president of the Rotary Club of Valenzuela and a member of the Board of Regents of the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Valenzuela.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you
And
for that.
next
Good
we
afternoon.
have Rodel Emmanuel Adiviso. Engineer Adiviso is the founding chairman of the Philippine Institute of Industrial Engineers, which was established on June 11, 1998. He is actively serving as honorary trustee of the PIIE and a member of the Board of Trustees of the Industrial Engineering Certification Board. Engineer Adiviso is also the founding chairman of the Philippine Chamber of Industrial Estates and Eco Zones, established in 1997, and he remains the chairman and president of this organization. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, Dina.
Welcome to our show. So, let's start.
Yeah.
Siyempre, industrial engineering. What can you say about that perennial ribbing or joke that industrial engineering is indieng? Hindi raw kayo engineers.
Yeah.
Oh, what can you say about that?
Jerry, you want to?
Well, actually, when I was choosing my course, I wanted to be an engineer, but I want to escape the board. Pag-exam ng board. But really, that was the joke that was going around before because they said that to be an engineer, you got to have certain set of a process wherein you have to have that license to be considered an engineer, or else how could you separate the adults from the kids? No? But now that I'm here, I realize that it's there's nothing farther from the truth because IEs have their own contributions in terms of like, because we study systems. We're not like other fields of engineering where there's like strictly a formula for everything. We
Okay.
are here to study systems, so it's like discarte.
Yeah.
So
Oh, mas
so
deep pa pala yung IE,
Oh
ah.
yeah, it's the mindset of IEs are really, it's not like you're given something, then you just follow
Compute.
it, compute it with a formula. Ours is that you try to find something wrong in the system where you could like the mindset, because it's like there's always a better way to
To
do
do
it.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're more of a problem solver in that sense.
Yeah.
You try to find solutions other than what is in front of you. Am I getting this correct?
Yeah. I would say industrial engineering, as I believe, it's a curator of change. No?
Okay, nice.
Curator of change because, as Jerry mentioned, from time to time, we put together systems no, that would allow us to generate opportunities to, one, improve the process. No? Second, to be able to maximize productivity in a sustainable manner, wherein the consequence, of course, is to generate competitive advantage. No?
Okay.
So ultimately, that will appeal to the investors to come to the Philippines no? And generate, of course, the consequence of having more employment and improve the quality of life.
Okay.
So, in a nutshell, the engineering uh, connotation in the past. It's really a joke. No? Na
Yeah, it is a joke.
we have what we call impact engineer. So,
Ah,
yun naman yung isang version, no? So now we have to justify ourselves.
yes.
Impact engineer. Primarily because
Mhm.
when you put the systems together, we always try to find, as mentioned again by Jerry, that how to do things better, no?
Okay.
The Kaizen way, wherein there's a continuous improvement.
Mhm.
So it's a mindset that we have, problem solving skills. We look at the
Mhm.
complexities of different systems and
Mhm.
look at the vulnerabilities and
Mhm.
translate that into possible opportunity for improvement.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mantra that IA has, that we always want to do more with
Mhm.
less.
Okay.
Yeah, so by with that kind of mindset, you tend to like, increase your bottom line, right? And
Right.
because with less resources, you tend to do more, you
Okay.
produce more. So it's something like that.
Okay. So, well, you've just really explained to me. I was gonna ask what IEs do. What exactly do you do? So that's it. You just
Yeah.
explained it very well. So now, my next question is like, when you graduated, you both decided to pursue this professionally. How do you start up, and how do you end up a success like both of you did over the years?
Uh, we have a totally different work category, no?
Mm-hmm.
Wherein I think Jerry, from the very beginning, they have a business, a family business. No?
Mm-hmm.
From my end, I joined companies, no?
Mm-hmm.
A banking institution, then went into uh, Petron, doing corporate planning. Then after that, uh, go to corporate planning in a real estate
Mm-hmm.
environment. So there are a lot of opportunities for industrial engineers, primarily because we can be,
Mm-hmm.
some say, jack of all trades, no?
Mm-hmm.
Wherein our toolkit, wherein I would say can be applicable into many areas of business. No?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Kaya
yeah,
nga, ang sabi ko,
nice.
we are architects of efficiency. So we do corporate planning and show
Mm-hmm.
how how we can translate, especially the technical jargons, into business management so that they can immediately make decisions. No?
Mm-hmm.
So how can we exemplify this? Like, for example, we will develop 10 hectares, no? Whether that would make money or not, that there should be some financial and scientific way of making decisions. No?
I
So
see.
we do that. No? We look at bottlenecks along the system. No? Like, for example, a factory wherein
Mm-hmm.
the machine may be producing so much in this place, while in the next sequence, it's less output. No? So what will happen is that there will be a lot of input for the next process,
Mm-hmm.
and yet mababa na may output sa kabila. So there will be stockpiling. No?
Mm-hmm.
Inventory will pile up, work in process will
Mm-hmm.
pile up. So we need to do line balancing to ensure that resources will not be piling up and stock up in that area. No? So we want to make sure that
Make
it's
it more efficient and cost
streamlined,
effective, streamlined.
efficient. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe add to that, because we've come along we've come across with so
Mm-hmm.
many companies that's about like 20, 30, 40 years old, that
Mm-hmm.
has been earning a lot through the years, no?
Mm-hmm.
And they usually say, like, how can you argue with success? No? We've been around and we've been earning so much, but when you look at it more,
Mm-hmm.
that mindset that maybe there's still a better way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're usually it has a better way to do it. For example, it has never been so prevalent last nung nag-COVID, no?
Yes.
Wherein, like, I'll give an example. I'll not name the brand for shameless plug, but I've been involved with this brand. It's a very famous casual dining brand,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been around for 25 years.
Okay.
Now, before the pandemic, they cannot imagine a store um, making do with less than 25 people.
Mm-hmm.
So when the pandemic struck, they were forced to think of other ways to do it, and now they can do with 14 to 16 people attaining the same sales. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like 10 personnel less, that's happening now that they can't imagine before the pandemic. So it's something like this. I mean, they thought that they thought it all, but when you adapt to the change, the new equipment available to do things differently, that's when, you know, IEs can come in and try to maximize
So
everything.
you design. That's a different kind of designing, I
Yeah.
suppose, right?
Yeah, it's more
It
like an
doesn't have to do
idea.
with
Yeah,
rulers and
Not the structural thing. Yeah.
measurements.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So
I
it
got
may
it.
be invisible in your, but it's a layout.
It's those hidden costs that
Yeah.
people don't
Wow.
see.
And I think that's
Yeah.
really more important in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
especially in the
Yeah.
changing times.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because now I'm thinking times have changed, as you mentioned, pandemic. So people are going into digital
Yeah.
and lifestyles have changed, going sustainable. So how do you come in terms of um, imagining new processes for companies or systems?
Well, for one, we sustainability is also one of our core uh, elements. No? So we, in our mathematical computations, we have to reduce waste. So we apply all possibilities, combinations, iterations in order to minimize waste. No? Okay, so as such, that's a big contribution in terms of sustainability. Okay, and as we try to streamline functions, no, then we would be able to generate maybe a better way of processing things that will not generate, again, waste. In terms of technology advances, no, the digital transformation, the AI revolution,
Yes.
allows us to have greater tools, no, in order to increase productivity in many aspects of the company's pursuit towards generating maybe a long-term growth objectives. No?
Okay.
Okay, because apparently this AI can provide us a lot of uh,
Data.
data algorithms, no? And maybe some functional inputs, no? Na that we would be able to process things in a faster way.
Okay.
Okay, as such, giving us more time to attend to equally important tasks. No?
Very exciting, no? I mean, all these new things to learn. So is this part of the work of PIIE? What is why did you establish it in the first place? This organization of industrial engineers.
Yeah, uh, we have a vision before. In fact, we are actually, there was a, what we call in Association of Management Industrial Engineers of the Philippines.
Okay.
And most actually of the proponents are not IEs, no, but maybe they're practicing IEs. No? Then eventually it faded, and we thought of maybe putting this family of IE professionals, community, back again so that we can be united in pushing our objective of promoting our core competencies. So by putting like-minded individuals and to be collective in our efforts, like our president here, Jerry, we would be able to put forward our objective of one, professionalizing the practice of IE, the graduates, giving them the opportunities like being part of not only the local registry but also in
ASEAN.
ASEAN registry so that their uh, parity equivalence in terms of competence, they can practice and acknowledge as engineers as well in ASEAN and hopefully beyond ASEAN. No? So in that manner, we were able to execute certification programs
I see.
and peer recognition program so that we would be able to uh, generate that kind of equalizer, no, from graduates of
IE.
Mindanao, Cebu, and Manila. No? So that if they perform well enough, then that would be an opportunity for them to be classified as maybe a better, a more qualified industrial engineering graduates. No? So apparently, this is now bearing fruits. No? We've been doing this on a yearly basis. In fact, from face-to-face exam, we're now doing digital examination.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a big improvement. And many headhunters are also looking at the top-notch takers and then bring them to uh, Thailand, Singapore, and occupy good positions in their companies.
Okay.
So it's something that give us that kind of fulfillment when we see this kind of mission realized,
Yeah.
creating that kind of opportunities for the graduates and the practitioners of IE.
You must be doing very well because next month you're going to be celebrating 25 years. So that's quite a long time to be doing what you do as a group. So we'll talk more about that after a short commercial. We'll be back.
This break is brought to you by Hangkas, Beat the Traffic, Bayad Center, hashtag Bigger Better Younger Bayad, and you can buy it all. Conti's Bake Shop and Restaurant, delightfully yours. Globe, atin ang mundo. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you. And Tata Consultancy Services. A wellness show dedicated to empowering viewers with the knowledge and inspiration needed to lead a healthy lifestyle. Be Well Now, hosted by Miss Cory Quirino, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. only here at Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube. Parayan at talakayang showbiz, ×2, doble-doble! Kasama ang dalawa sa walang kupas na talakayan ng showbiz, Alwin Ignacio at Alex Brosas. DTT Show, tuwing Sabado at Linggo, alas 4 ng hapon, dito lang sa Diaryo Tirada ng Daily Tribune. Conversations that are masterclasses from the top honchos of various industries. Learn from their strategies and insights so you yourself can unlock your full potential. Pairfect, every Friday at 2 p.m., only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube. Creative minds, entertainment icons, style influencers. We shine the spotlight on remarkable individuals who shape our cultural landscape. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m., only here in Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube. Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
And we are back on Pairfect with two industrial engineers. So, sirs, let's continue. Tell us a little bit more about what PIIE, the Philippine Institute of Industrial Engineers, is doing right now, currently, under your presidency.
Yeah, actually, PIE has come a long, long way since its inception, 25 years ago. But from we created the certification programs, and then we got recognized now as ASEAN community. But my trust right now, going into the 25th year and beyond, is that I'm hoping that people will be more aware of what IE really do, and that how it can contribute to nation building.
Yeah.
No, so on a grander scale, because it was also evident during that pandemic. No, for example, the rapid pass. About going from one city to another, where you have to like go on a checkpoint, and you have so many bottlenecks and everything, and the rapid pass was actually created by an IE. So it became seamless tuloy-tuloy lang, no? So that's IE, and like
A lot of mental work.
yung COVID injection, di ba? I mean, you want to have everybody, inoculated as fast and as many as possible on a given time, right? So you'll see that there's a lot of traffic outside the venue, and then inside it's practically the doctors are sleeping because there's no one. So that's an IE problem. Because the queuing, the traffic, the system, how you're going to do it, to have to have as much people inoculated on a given minute, that's an IE problem.
My
Like
goodness.
when you go to immigration centers, like how many immigration booths should be open at a given time, so that the queuing, so those are all IE problems.
So
And
simplifying
yeah,
complications.
that's
Yeah.
all a study of systems, no?
Oh,
So
okay.
if you apply the IE principle, I mean, I'm not saying that we are gonna solve the problem of the whole
Why
Philippines,
not? Okay.
but I think, you know, if there's one profession that could at least contribute and make things a bit better, that mindset of operational excellence, that
Yes.
mindset of doing things better, that mindset of producing more with less,
So
then I think IE
this
is
is
well
the
equipped.
IE mindset that you're talking about.
Yes.
Yes. Was this something that you just developed, or is that like really innate in this course, starting from when you studied it?
I think it's a common thread that bind us all. Okay, how this mindset is being utilized in order for us to advance our career, go into enterprising endeavors, and build our uh, various initiatives to improve our state of being, quality of life, and our respective organizations.
Okay.
So some people will be confused that where do we fit you? No? So why can you be in sales? It still can be in production and still be in service. No? One particular example, like in Cebu, there's a hospital wherein whenever they encounter inefficiency, they will always say, ay, ihan mo na yan. That means, make it efficient. Okay,
Next.
so
Oh,
that's
no.
why, sabi ko nga, we are architect of efficiency.
Yes.
Di ba? So that's something,
Let's push that.
so imagine if there will be a mandate
Mm.
that an IE position will be permanently created within the government.
Uh,
Imagine the impact of how we look at things can influence certain systems in government, how we can improve it.
there are a lot of
Then
areas for
there will be
improvement.
a lot of areas of improvement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we thrive on those. That we try to layers of complexity.
Okay.
We have that
Na-excite kayo doon. You get the thrills from trying to solve a problem like that.
mindset of putting order in a disorder. Di
Oh,
ba?
nice. So it
So
takes a certain person, I think, to survive this course. Do you get a lot of mga IE students and passers each year?
yeah, we do. For a while, we started at double-digit na takers. Now, nasa triple-digit na kami sa mga
Nice.
takers namin. So, maybe nasa-challenge na rin sila na to, why not? Why don't we try to
Yeah,
pursue
just
that?
to clear, he's talking about the certification exam that
Okay.
came. It's not the
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 whole,
school
yeah.
na na graduates, no. Because aside, like we mentioned, there are no board exams for IE.
Right.
So what PIIE did, because we had the best minds, you know, from the academe who's part of who's
your
part of this organization. So they came up with the certification exam.
Nice.
So we started in 2010, and we, like he said, it started with double digit takers, and ultimately before COVID hit, we were like 1,000
Hundreds.
takers. It
Thousands.
reached 1,000, you know,
Nice.
in about less than 10 years.
So it equips them with what?
The basic principles of IE.
And they when they pass, they become they're not licensed because there's no license. We have
Yeah.
no PRC, but they're certified.
Okay.
So certification exam are like peer recognition. It's like Kapo IE, where magaling ka because you know you took that exam and you passed it. Parang ganun.
All right. So what about your own experience when after you took up the course, and then you even went and took up higher studies for it? So what was it like for you entering the workforce, so to speak, with that kind of knowledge and expertise?
Okay, maybe I'll go first on this one because I think Odi he went into academia. He teach for a
Ay,
while,
yes.
then he went into the business. Pero ako, I went straight to the business, and I think the principle of because IEs like to gather data, like to study data, like to put standards on each, parang you generate waste. Okay, how much wastage are you generating? So that, the next time, if you don't have data for that, the next time when that happens, you don't know your measurement. IEs like to put measurements
Okay.
because in measuring things, you cannot improve something you do not measure,
Right.
So we like to measure a lot of things, put standards in it, and then the next time we do it, then we see if we're improving or not. So that's when we know, are we attaining a better way of doing it, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, for me, uh, after completing the IE, no, kaya in a short period of time, I took my postgraduate degree, and it helps a lot, no, by having that IE background, no, because many of the courses and the subjects that I took actually seems to replicate IE principles. No? Okay, and that actually boosted me in doing, I think, better in terms of career-wise, as I do actually teaching, taking my postgraduate, and working. No? And so I was able to navigate in so many complexities and challenges by having that mindset. No? So I feel that it helps. No?
Yeah.
And now I put couple of businesses, no, and ran it. And I was able to use it because I was able to multitask and execute all these standards that Jerry mentioned, putting KPIs, no, key performance index, so that we would be able to hit all our targets. No?
Okay.
Okay, and we do also consulting, wherein we were able to put together projects for manufacturing and other companies, wherein we try to execute turnarounds and establish KPIs also on those companies, so that we would be able to make sure we can measure uh, steps of success, no? In order to make that kind of positive impact with those companies. No?
Yeah, I know. I read your bio, so I know you've worked with government for as consultants and private sector also.
Yeah.
So really, if you were to tie that all together, and also you're teaching, you're giving conferences, right?
Yeah.
So, what is that one thing, what that one lesson that you try to impart to all these students and in all of the projects that you do or have done?
Uh, we have a lot of opportunities to give and to build for our country to reach certain level of respectable uh, uh, progress. No? And there's no rocket science about it. It's a matter of a collective effort for us to contribute uh, in our respective ways how to make this country viable and more appealing to investors. And industrial engineering, it so happened to be one core competence that maybe our graduates and professionals can uh, pursue and perform their best capabilities in order to make those organizations and company become competitive. Okay, of course, the consequence of that would be a good profitability and a sustainable business in a manner of how they do things and treat the
Yes.
environment. No? So, IE would be a best, for me, best toolkit, okay, and a mindset to help our company, our organization, our bureaucracy, hopefully,
Yes.
yeah, to improve.
Uh,
Okay. So I think that's something that I felt as a mission I would be able to share to our peers and our future IEs.
Yeah, I understand you now very well. So, okay, you're about to celebrate 25 years
Yes.
as an organization. Can you tell us more about what to expect when that time comes? When will it be?
Yeah, we'll be celebrating our 25th year on October 27. This is on a Friday. It's on at, it will be done at a New World Hotel, and it's going to be a whole day affair. In the morning, there will be a national congress, wherein, like, we got speakers like our DICT secretary, and IBM country manager Eileen How Jiao, and there's a lot of top-notch speakers who will deal with the issue about AI, about
Nice.
digitalization, and everything. And on the side, we have a research conference. So that will be like from 9 to 5. And then at night, we will be having a gala event where we will recognize or give honor to to IE stalwarts who have contributed so much for the profession, for the organization, and the image of IE as a whole. So it's gonna be great, and we'll cap it
Exciting.
off with a concert from a very famous band.
All right.
Okay, so I hope everybody will look forward. All IEs at least will look forward to
Yes.
it and join us on that day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we invite everybody to all IEs in the
Yeah,
Philippines to
yeah,
take part in this.
or those who are interested to know about IEs.
IEs, AIs, and
Okay.
digital.
And maybe I'd just like to quote like one of our colleagues, Bobby Bonchav, said that ang definition niya ng IE is the systematic application of common sense.
There you go. I think a lot of people need that kind of mindset. Well, thank you very much,
Yeah.
gentlemen, for joining us this afternoon.
Yeah.
We hope that our viewers understood the profession a lot more. I certainly did. And so thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. We'll be back again next week on Perfect. This has been Dina Ventura. Thank you.
Thank you, Dina.
Thank you, Dina.
Conversations that are masterclasses from the top honchos of